Well, hello. Welcome to 2025. I know you guys are so excited because I am so excited. And this is our first live presentation for the year. You guys should be so super excited and ready for this revitalization fast. So I'm Tarisha, as you know, Auntie Vegan as well. And in this group, this is where you're going to find this much encouragement, support, uh, anything you need to know about fasting, you'll be able to find it here. And not one day will go by where we won't give you some type of encouragement and give you feedback and answer your questions and be able to help and guide you through this 21-day fast. The 21-day fast consists of all liquids. So you will have your teas, you can have juices, smoothies. Make sure you have your herbal teas, sea moss, and things of that nature to help keep your body mineralized. And throughout the fast, we'll also give you other tips and soups, other tips on how to be inspired. We're also making sure that we gather together as a complete community. We want to expand and grow the alkaline vegan community. So, all throughout the fast, we have some awesome guest speakers throughout the alkaline/vegan community that will be joining us and giving us feedback and encouragement into this fast as well. Things that will help us grow, help us inspire us throughout this new year, and bring us closer together as a community. So we have people like Carl Foster that will be coming. We have Kanisha Webb that is going to be coming. And there's a few other people in my inbox that we're waiting for a response for. I also encourage you, the Sabian Alkaline Hall also is on YouTube. So for those individuals that are not on Facebook and you want them to see and experience what we are, the community we're establishing in the Sabian Alkaline Hall, encourage them to go to our YouTube channel. Make sure you like, care, I said care, like, share, and comment on YouTube so that way you can get some information and be able to share the details in which we are sharing with your family and friends that's not on Facebook. We want you guys to be involved, become involved into this fast. I think I'm going to lift some of the restrictions on the group so that way you can freely post your videos. We want to see your herbal teas. We want to see participation. And with that, even on this live today, I'm going to be giving a $50 gift card. As a matter of fact, let me just bring it up. I'm going to give a $50 gift card to Shan Shay's website, plant-based cell food. I'm going to bring it up on the screen so you guys can actually see it. So here in the group, it's not just about us, it's about it's about our community. And we want to inspire, uplift everyone and support everyone. We also inspire to help to establish an additional 25 businesses. And this is one of our most successful businesses that we have in the group with Shan Shay. She has some powerful plant-based items on her group. As you can see, the Maya Electric is one of the most powerful combinations through Dr. Sebi as well as his wife, the Maya Electric. It works wonders for people with lupus. And on her site, there's so many alkaline options that is so beneficial for the fast. I definitely need to put my order in. But at the end of this fast, the person with the most involvement, participation, the person with the most comments will receive a $50 gift card. So that way you could go to plant-based cell food and be able to shop any of these items that you see to help you through the fast and beyond. And if you also have a business, we are going to support you just the same way. We are going to make sure that we get your business out there. If you don't have a business, this is your year where you will be establishing a business because the group is aligning things to be able to help you build yourself, build your business and build the power within yourself. You're even going to learn things about human design so you can actually learn what your passion, what your design is in this life. I mean, it is so jam packed of information that we're going to have for the first 21 days of this year to give you the new direction of the Sabian Alkaline Hall. So there's a lot of things in play. A lot of things in play. And Shansei said, thanks for the highlight. That's correct. So again, I'm going to repeat this again. I need you guys to interact, to comment, ask your questions. When you ask your questions will come on the screen and we'll be able to answer the questions for you on the live. But the person with the most comments, the most interaction on this live, which means you have to be on the live, will receive a $50 gift card. And we want to be able to join together as a community, support each other as a community, and so on. If you like to even advertise on these platforms, again, there are several different series that's going on throughout the entire month. So if you want to advertise, just send me an email at auntie11 at gmail.com or just DM me and we can give you the details about advertising your business and or service right here on these lives. So today we have some very, very, very inspiring young lady. I am in this rebrand class. And in this class, I was introduced, we call her in the class Mother Kimasa. And she was just speaking in this class and I had things going on in my mind, and it's just like she just started talking to me, and I didn't ask her anything, I didn't say anything. I don't even think I was on the screen, and she was just spoke directly to my spirit, and I felt that it would be so super powerful to have us join us today to help us kick off the fast, to give some of that positive energy that she has to flow through the fast, introduce us into meditations and how to sit with yourself, how to be calm with yourself. But most importantly, she mentioned something about a universal shift. So many of us have been in hiding for a while. Many of us have been dealing with a lot of chaos and illnesses and loss in the past year. And all of a sudden, including myself, a lot of us light workers and healers and community builders, we just start coming out from behind the scenes. And I'm like, wait a minute, something is going on. And lo and behold, Mother Kimasa explained the universal shift. So I definitely asked her to bring that knowledge to us today to let us know what is happening with that universal shift. Why are you here? If you have been called to this fast, if you're on this live, if you're in the group, if you're in this group, if you're in the Alkaline Culture group, if you in Shan Shay's Alkaline Electric Fit group, whatever group you're in, you have been called for a reason. And Mother Kimasa is going to give us some information as why you are being called to this fast and why it's very important for you to be positioned for the reward, for the great events that's going to be happening for you in 2025. But first, you have to show up for yourself. So this is revitalization. We've done it before. We're doing it again. We have new people that's going to come in and we're going to help inspire you and build you the same way. So without further ado, we're going to bring forth our Mother Kimasa Honey Divinity. Honey, she is so lovely. And I can't wait to you guys hear her, experience her, and let's make it happen.
Well, hello, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy New You. Happy revitalization to your soul, your mind, and your spirit. Thank you so much for having me today. I'm honored. I never know when Spirit is going to show up and ask me to serve. And I was telling Auntie Vegan, I said, I don't know what I was thinking the day after New Year's Eve to show up for Spirit. And not that I went anywhere. I was in the house, but I was up late. So I had to get myself together today and say, okay, Spirit, use me. So here I am. And thank you for the invite. I am so excited for you. And what's ironic about this is that in this year I said vitality is part of my calling, right? And I've never been great at fasting. Don't tell nobody, okay? I I get up with good intention, and then by noon I want something to eat or I'm grumpy. Okay, so this, spirit has jokes, as they say, for me to be called into a group to serve that is doing a fast. So thank you for the reminder that spirit is with me and heard what I said about what I was going to do and is holding me accountable.
Very good.
Yeah, so thank you, thank you, thank you.
And I'm glad you mentioned that because many people may be feeling the same way. One thing I want you guys to remember during this fast, if you did 5 days out of 21, you did 5 days. If
Mhm.
you did 10 days out of 21, you did 10 days. It's just all about you connecting spiritually with yourself and being able to move forward. So this is not a I failed or I won. This is you just participating with what the spirit leads you and guides you with.
I love that. Thank you for that because I find that women in particular, we tend to be very hard on ourselves. I'm sure there are men in the community too, but I'll speak from a woman's perspective. We have this image. We come into the world with this is how a woman should look. This is how what this is her definition of beauty that's created by society, and we never really get to establish that for ourselves. So sometimes when we do fasts and diets and we exercise, we do it from an external place for validation instead of internal. And so this is an alignment with where we're going because spirit is asking people to go inward, and the outside world is no longer going to be the thing that pulls at you. You have to go inward to get your answers. So during this fast, I'm sure a lot will come up for people, but it's going to be to move you in a way that you can feel your power and where you can really deepen the love for yourself that's not external.
Beautiful.
So that's where we are. So we're in great times,
Yes.
and just to tell you a little bit about myself, if that's okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So I'm Kimasa Shawn. I am originally from Washington, D.C., born and raised. I'm still in the Washington, D.C. area. I am a 53-year-old woman who just finished an adventurous 2 to 3 years of releasing my job and living in Mexico. What prompted that experience was COVID, basically. And I was always a person that went to work every day like everybody else. I was a school teacher, and then I worked for the teachers union. And I remember thinking, even on the days that I liked my job, I was thinking, why do we do this? I felt like, why do we get in these cars, public transportation, to go sit in offices all day? And then there's never any time to really explore who we are as people. And then they tell us we can have fun when our bodies are no longer functioning the same way, right, in retirement. And so I decided that when COVID hit, I had nothing to lose. I'm not married. I don't have children, so I didn't have to consider those things. I do have a mother who was of a certain age, but she's still able bodied. So I said to myself, if I don't do it now, when am I going to do it? Because I had just turned 50 and I was getting ready to be 51. And so fast forward, here I am, a whole brand new person. I went to school for metaphysical spirituality through Iyanla Van Zant. She has a school here in the Maryland, D.C. area called Inner Visions. I spent 5 years studying under her and beautiful staff and learned a lot about who I am and what spirit is through me. And so, coming out of that program, I came out as a minister of spiritual consciousness, which just basically means that I look at people, I study spirits, and how spirits come to experience humanity. And I support people in evolving into who they are really called to be, which means I had to go through a lot. So anybody who's listening to my voice right now who feels like, why me, God? It's because you've been called to be a master while you're here. If you've had a lot of loss, sadness, pains, you're the one in the family that always seems to be fixing things and figuring it out, and you're the one who has decided to do deep study, spiritual study, you're the one. So you're going to have to lean into it and say yes, because if you don't, you will be dragged. And ask me how I know that.
That's true.
So
I know too. Mhm.
yes, you will be dragged. And so this revitalization is an opportunity for you to say a deeper yes. Even if you've done this before, if you fasted before, this is a deeper yes to who you are being called to be as we shift into this new way of living and being in the world. So that's just a little bit about me.
Right. Beautiful. That is so gorgeous. And I am definitely a Yana Van Zant fan. So that is such an alignment that you mentioned that. And I didn't know she had a school. So
Yeah,
that's awesome. So I
yeah.
encourage you guys, like you said, if you need some spiritual enlightenment, need some leadership, definitely go to the website and book a consultation with Mother Kamasa because she touched my spirit so heavily. But most important, before we take a quick break, and we're going to take a quick break here in a second, tell them about that universal shift a little bit.
Oh, sure. Let's talk about it. It's good times. Okay. So here's what I want you to consider. Um, in this new shift, the question is, who am I? Okay, who am I? So I study Sister Myra Moss. I don't know who else is familiar with her, but she's a spiritual astrologist. And the one thing she said is that the shift that's happening is that because we've just moved into the age of Aquarius, right? And Aquarius is the I know sign, okay? The opposite of Aquarius is Leo. Leo is the creative ruler. So, what you're going to be called to remember in the next 20 years, this is a 20-year path that we're on. You are to know I am the creative ruler of my life. That is the theme that we have moved into. Okay. So I know I am the creative ruler of my life. That means the power is within you. We just moved into a 9 year, okay, in numerology. Nine is wrapping up the cycles from the past 8 years. So, whatever your life looked like for the past 8 years, this year you're going to wrap it up, right? So, for example, I just finished a year of what I consider a lot of financial limitation, a lot of restriction, right? It was a lot of like tearing down to really look at who I am. And so, as I step into this year, I said, okay, I'm going to wrap up that season of whatever I felt was limited and be in the overflow. That's my word for this year, the overflow. And under that, it'll be, how I lead, how I love, how I come into community with people. And that's the other important thing. Get into community. Get into a community doesn't just mean you're in a group and you listen. Participate, get to know people, open up your heart, show people who you really are, because as we do business, we're going to be doing business together. We can no longer do this separate silo. This is mine over here. We have to share resources. We have to share money. Money is a flow, it's a currency. We have to remember that there is more than enough of it. Anything that we've been told around there not being enough is a lie. That's the thing you're going to have to remember. And community will help keep you grounded, right? As your spirit evolves. So, for example, during this process, I'm sure you will get downloads and information as you fast. You are to listen with intent with the instruction that you get. And do not fear. Move in the direction that you are called to move in. And you do not have to do it alone. Pick up the phone, go into your community and say, this is what I was told to do and I need help. Do not expect to do it by yourself. We've been told that in the past that we have to figure it out on our own. It's all about, doing it the hard way. No more doing it the hard way. Go and ask for what you need and know that you'll be held. And the other thing about this year is we're moving into the snake. The snake sheds skin. So you will be shedding skin so that you can become anew. That's what this year is about too. And it is when I talked about the inside, you got to remember the inside of a snake kind of represents the Kundalini rising. So you need to have your chakras in alignment. You need to have all your energy in place and grounded in earth, but also stay connected to spirit. So there has to be balance between your spiritual and your physical. And the last thing I will say is that in terms of the next 20 years as well, we just left the energy of life being based on patriarchal ways of living, right? Which is power and driven and action. And we're now moving into the matriarchal energy, which is flow, which is kindness, which is love, which is intuition, which is allowing, right? So there's no need to force anything. And so, like Auntie Vegan was saying during the fast, if you do 5 days, great. If you do more than 5 days, great. This is a surrender to being gentler and kinder and more loving to yourself so that you can share more of that with the world. And so that's really where we are. But most importantly, I want you to remember you are the creative ruler of your life. What are your gifts, your talents? What are you here to serve in terms of humanity? And lean into that. Do not make it about the money first. The money's not going to get you there. The gift, saying yes to the gift will get you there. And you really don't have anything to worry about. The world may be crumbling, but that's a good thing. All the systems that we've leaned into, whether it's financial, education, government, health, all of those things have to be dismantled in order for us to build anew. And your soul chose to be here for a time such as this. So, I say enjoy the ride.
Yeah,
And we'll just have to hold on to each other and love each other through the process.
that's
Okay.
beautiful. That
Okay.
is so beautiful. So that there you have it, guys. That's why we just kind of all just popped up, just like boom, boom, I'm
Yeah.
back. Hey, I'm back. Hey, welcome back. I'm back on
Right.
Facebook now. Like that's why. And it's a lot of us light workers. So it's just thank you so much for
It's
Mother
just
Kimasa.
so welcome. And this is what just popped up in my head too. The other thing is some of you are going to have spiritual gifts that have been dormant. Okay. You're going to say, well, why all of a sudden can I hear something? Why can I all of a sudden see? Why do I all of a sudden have a voice where I can sing and I have to share this voice? Why can I all of a sudden do light language? What you're awakening, your ancient self is awakening. So don't be shocked by it. Don't be afraid of it. We've been taught to be afraid of our powers. That's how they kept us enslaved. They took all of our gifts and things and made it something to be scary and kind of wicked. And it's not. It's how we thrived here on earth before we were told we could no longer be our authentic selves in order to feel safe. So when those things start coming up, and even if a little fear about it comes up, just be okay with it and ask God to like calm your spirit and ask what you are to do with the gift. Okay. And for those who are healers specifically, and this has to do with union and even friendship and partnership, a lot of people, specifically the masculine energy, is going to be pushed to do the healing work that women have already been doing.
Mm.
So be careful in terms of relationship, and I'm talking more so romantic. I'm telling my women, be careful that you don't get in relationship with men that are really clients, if you understand what I'm saying to you, right? Because we can get confused when they come to us because we are empathic and we feel very deeply. Is this a lover or is this a client? So be able to kind of discern as you do your work in the world, specifically my women. Just protect yourselves, um, and still be available, but just be aware. Be aware. Okay, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. All right. All right. So let's take a quick break and we're going to come back with more details about our fast as we move forward. All right. So just wanted to do a little reset so that could settle in. Something Mother Kamasa said I want you to kind of hone in on your ancestor self. Your ancestor self. Your ancestor self. Just let that sit with your heart. Allow the power to be used within you. Even in my prayer, all the time, it includes use me as you see fit. Oh Allah, oh God, oh Most High, use me as you see fit. And when God speaks to you, don't question. When God say go, you go, say you move. A lot of times we worry about what's going to happen if we move, if we go there, if we say there, what will happen, what will come back at us. That's not up to you. God is testing you to see if you have the ability to move when he say move. And when you pass that test, the rewards, the things that you've prayed for, the things that you're going after begins to flow to you. You don't have to search for it.
Mm-hmm.
Many of us right now won't move because of the lack of what we have. But you will continue to lack it if you don't move anyway. Which is why it's so exciting to me that so many people have decided to move forward in this fast. If you've been called to it, someone has shared this video, you're watching it, you watching it yourself, that means you've been called to a test to see if you will move in order to receive the things that are aligned for you. 2024 and before is all over with. We're preparing for 2025 and going forward.
Mm-hmm.
And most important is community. There has been so much divisiveness in the vegan community. I'm
Mm-hmm.
alkaline, I'm not. I'm vegan, I'm not. Processed food, not processed food. Raw food, I'm raw, I'm better than you. Alkaline, it's time out for that. We're just going to move together in our own space, in our own being. One of the
Mm-hmm.
comments that Grateful Gibson mentioned yesterday, I think Shan Shehe made a post where you are now and where you're leaning towards. And he mentioned that he would be 90% alkaline vegan and 10% whatever his heart desires as long as it's healthy. Find the balance for you. And here in this hall, it's going to be the balance for everybody. Whatever purpose you're going for, we're going to help you and support you in that purpose. If you're trying to heal, this could be the suggestion. If you're just trying to transition, this could be the suggestion. But most importantly, what's going to be important is the love and the community for us to be able to move together. So remember that flowing, that money flowing within our community, it will happen in the Sapient Alkaline Hall. Which, those of you that just joined the live, let me remind you, the person that has the most comments, and when I finish this, I want to see some ones in the comment. Let me feel the energy. The person with the most comments will win at the end of this live. So that means you got to stay to the end and participate, ask questions, most interaction in the comments. You will receive a $50 gift card to plantbasedcellfood.com. It is Shanshay's website, a beautiful web. I am so excited that she has created a space for us to be able to purchase alkaline products, to be able to fuel ourselves and mineralize ourselves. She's been very professional, very consistent with that. Even in my absence, she has been doing a wonderful job. So if you're on this live, you will be in the run up to receive a $50 gift card to shop at plantbasedcellfood.com. Each series, not all of them, I haven't decided yet, but each series, we're going to support each other in that way, keep money flowing, keep things going to be able to rise for all of us. If you have ideas and you have business ideas pop up, we're going to fuel to you to make sure that you have the tools and the support that you need to be able to make it happen and be in the same position as Shan Shay, to be in the same position as Teapot Naturals was, to be in the same position as the Alkaline Culture Community and all the other business owners that we have here. Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, let's go into, we're going to just start and kick this fast off with a short meditation moment to fill ourselves and to revitalize ourselves as we prepare. And I'm going to have Mother Kimasa lead that. Make sure y'all hit your comments if y'all want to win, though. Comment. Okay. And share. If they're not in the group, it's fine. It is on YouTube. So the YouTube link, I'll post it also here, but you can go to Sapient Alkaline Hall on YouTube, and the video is there for you to be able to share on your personal pages as well. Mother Kimasa, lead us into our meditation prayer.
I sure will. Just a heads up, at the end of my prayers, I usually do a little light language activation. For those of you who are not aware of what light language is, think of kind of what you would see in church in terms of people speaking in tongues. It really is a frequency that is to help align you and to help you get centered. So I just wanted to preface that so that you don't think something strange is happening at the end of my sharing. Okay. So with that being said, I just want everybody to take a deep breath in. And just center yourself wherever you are. Just center yourself. Lean into the knowing of who you are. I want you to tap into your power source. We have just entered a new year. You have a blank slate to create whatever your heart desires. Open up your heart. Open up your mind. Open up your spirit. Allow any divine messages that your spirit guides, that your ancestors are calling you to listen to. Relax knowing that you are safe. Relax knowing that you are protected no matter what the outer world shows you right now. I want you to use your inner eye to trust, to know, to remember. The question is, who am I? Who am I? I. And as you move through this fast, what parts of yourself do you need to reclaim? Do you need to reclaim your love, your power, your peace, your beauty, your creativity, your body, your mind, your spirit, your ancient gifts? What is it that you are to reclaim and revitalize during this fast? I want you to imagine your body in a white light because that's who you are. You are light and you are love. I want you to remember that there is no harm that can come to you. There is no harm. Anything outside of you that says that you are unlovable, that you're not capable, that you're unworthy, that you can't have it, that there is lack, that you are alone, anything that is a lie is to be removed during this time. We are being called into higher realms where the angels dwell. Even if we can't see them, they walk with us. They're calling our names. They're saying, yes, you. They're saying, yes, you can do it. Yes, you can have it. Yes, you are powerful. Yes, life is good. I want you to remember and reclaim it. And so, Mother, Father, God, Spirit guides, angels, those who dwell with us that call us into the light, we thank you. We thank you for knowing us and trusting us. We thank you just for this moment where we get to be called higher and to knowing that we have everything that we need, knowing that who we are is enough, knowing that we were called here to be here for such a time as this to do the work, to be the healers, to serve, to show up in the fullness of who we are. We trust and know that we are never alone, that any and everything we need is always within. And as the systems around us crumble, we stand tall knowing that our light will sustain us, knowing that our community will sustain us, knowing that love will sustain us, knowing that our ancestors will sustain us. And as we say yes to revitalizing our bodies, give us the courage to move through any time when we say we can't do it. Give us the courage to say yes to it. Even on a day that's hard, even on a day that we don't know if we can make it through the fast, we have to remind ourselves we can always start again. Remind us in this life we can always start again. So we call in light to our bodies. We call in light to our spirits and into our third eye so that we may see from the inside out, not from the outside in. And we breathe into this knowing. We breathe into this knowing. Holaya katasamalaye, ekete semeye te kelaye mo, eke se poye kete yeye, eleye katasayala malaye kete se. Eketese oleye okasala maye o katasa malaya katasa ye emoleye ketesa ye ketapalaya eketesimo ye ketese yala ye ketese ye emola eketese ye mola ye ketasa ya moyala esaya okalaye okalaye okalaye. And we breathe. We say, thank you, Spirit. We say, thank you, Spirit. We say, thank you, Spirit. Ashe, Amen, And so it is. Hmm. Take your time just coming to the present. Feel into the words and the light language. I'm so excited about the gifts that you're going to be sharing. I'm so excited about who you are and the reclamation of your divinity, the reclamation of your wholeness, and the reclamation of our people. Mm. Mm.
Alhamdulillah. Mashallah, that was so, so beautiful. I so needed that.
Mm.
For those of you that have received whatever it is that was for you in that meditation piece, let me see some ones in the comment. Receive your guidance to receive your call to action into this fast. Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, Yarakwalani. Ones in the comment. If you receive your spirit guide, let me see some ones in the comment. Ar-Rahim, Maliki Yomidin. Iyakana ibudu iyakana sta'in, and now Saratol Masakin. Saratol and Nadine and Alayhim,
Mm.
Waladu the Alayhim, Waladoli,
Mhm.
Ali, Kabbalah. Ones in the comment. This is about togetherness. This is about empowering one another, making our community stronger with love, support, divine energy. Alhamdulillah.
Mm.
Very good.
Yes, the energy is very high in the space. I'm trying to stay grounded and present. So give thanks.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
All right. So as we prepare to close out our meditation live, this was so beautiful. It even turned out better than I thought. This is the a whole example about just move, okay? Just make the first step. When God tell you to do something, just move, just do it, and make the first step, and everything else that comes with it will flow to you. You don't have to search for it, because this definitely
Mhm.
turned out a whole lot better than I expected. This is my very first time doing any type of. Well, I've done StreamYard before with give credit to Autumn Redding. She's the owner of One Bridge Connect here in Jacksonville, where she
Mm.
also supports small businesses. She has a store where
Mm.
there's about maybe 30 or something, I think, over 30 small businesses that have their products in her storefront. And we invite people from all over the place to be able to store their items in the storefront. She even shipped those items out to you. So this is all about community coming together, making it happen. But she is behind the scenes making this StreamYard thing happen, and making it what it is. So this is about
Yes.
you. It's about us. It's about community. This thing turned out so, so beautiful. I'm so excited. I'm
And
excited
I'm
for the
so
next.
proud of you. Oh my goodness. I'm so
Yeah.
proud of you.
Yep. Because I have been in hiding myself. I closed the restaurant in 2022. It was definitely a big challenge in the last few years, but I have been called to bring it back and bring it back more powerful than ever. and love where I am right now. This is just a part of my story. It's not the end of the story. The story doesn't end until you transition into another life. And when you transition into another life, it's just yet another life.
Mm-hmm.
So this
Yeah.
has been such a beautiful moment. All right,
Yeah.
so guys, some fasting tips. You need to make sure that you're hydrating yourself throughout the day. Water is important. The first 3 days are usually the most challenging times. You may have headaches. Make sure that your family, friends are aware that you're fasting so they don't aggravate you too much. Okay, when you feel that aggravation, just go into meditation, just go into silence and sit with yourself as soon as you feel that irritable feeling. Um, but you could definitely feel headaches. Some people even have constipation issues in the first few days. Drink that water. Try to reserve your smoothies and or soups to consume only when you are absolutely hungry. When
Mm.
you have those mental munchies that pop in, that's when you grab your soup and or your smoothie, to be able to uh, combat that. Don't doubt yourself. Push yourself as much as you could, but do it safely. You need to have minerals, whether it be a tea and some type of herbal tea. Sea moss is
Mhm.
also very helpful, and it helps with, cravings. The more bitters that you drink, the better the fast will become throughout the days because your body will adapt to the bitters instead of sweet stuff. So if you have sweet cravings, just drink something bitter, and that will definitely help relieve that. But I can't stress it enough that water is going to be extremely important throughout the day. Make sure you drink that water. If you're getting really hungry, that's when you have your soup and your smoothie, with your water as well. Be prepared. Yesterday, I made like 3 big containers of soup, so that way all I got to do is warm it up. Because if you didn't prepare and you get that hungry feeling and you don't have no juice, you don't have no water, you don't have no tea, you don't have sea moss, or you gonna go get whatever it is that you feel like you want to have at that moment. And I'm gonna start tomorrow, and that's fine if that's your story. But always start over every day. Every day could be day one. Let's not focus on 21 days. Let's focus on 3 weeks. So this first week is all about cleansing. What are you
Mhm.
cleansing out this week? Are you cleansing your closet? Are you cleaning your living room? Are you cleaning your car? Are you cleaning your phone book? Are you cleaning
Mhm.
out your emails?
Mhm.
Are you cleaning out your calendars? Cleaning out old invoices? Whatever it is that is not serving you, this is your cleansing period for week one.
Mhm.
Week two is going to blow your mind. Week two is all about your creativity. And week two, we will have a virtual vision board party. So I'll make a
Mm.
flyer for that. We'll all come on the live. We're gonna crop some pictures or AI some pictures and put it on a poster board. We're gonna do that together. But most importantly, for week two, I have an awesome another person from this rebrand class, Tahiri. She's going to come and teach us about human design and gene keys, so that way
Mm.
you know exactly who you are and what your
Oh,
passion is. It
yes.
is going to blow your come on, mother come on. So they might think I'm just tripping, but just a little tidbit, girl. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna blow your mind. It really, really is because it will give you what it did for me is that it allowed me to really accept myself and be like, oh, I was made like this. And I've just been in a society who's tried to make me stay in one line and go one way and not see the fullness of who I am and accept all the pieces and parts. And so I just had all these mind blowing moments when I was reading about myself. I said, this makes so much sense, so I just was grateful. I'm
Yeah.
grateful, just
Yes.
grateful.
Trust me. Every store that I've had, even my moment now with closing the restaurant and gaining this weight back, this isn't my design. It was supposed to happen. It's some more people that's coming that needs the healing, needs the upliftment the way that we did in the past. And and I can't, I touch the people that I communicate with. So my life is on purpose, and I'm comfortable with that now. So learning your human design and your gene keys is going to blow your mind. So that's coming up in week 2. And then week 3 is that miracle moment. I'm gonna hear all y'all testimonies. Some of y'all gonna get phone calls about jobs. Some of y'all gonna get phone calls and letters in the mail about monies you've been waiting on. I mean, it is a miracle, miracle week that whatever it is that you've been called to do, it's gonna come to you. It depending on the work and the dedication that you have put in.
Mm-hmm.
So that week 3, and that's what we're going to have some great business idea tips. I want to at least find 2 people in week 3 to go ahead and help you get the beginning stages of your business idea on the roll. So it's a lot is being planned for this group in 21 days. And every day, there will not be one day that pass that you won't get some type of encouragement to be able to move forward in this fast. So, any questions? I see y'all in the comments. Okay. Y'all gonna get this $50. Sandra, you got bromide. That is awesome. Bromide is the combination of sea moss, bladderwrack, and some people add burdock root to it. Bromide comes from Dr. Sebi, I believe.
Mm.
So that is definitely a good supplement to have.
Mm.
Um, Yes, a parasite cleanse. Yes, absolutely.
Mm.
Yes, it helped. The parasites is all about those parasites. It is a parasite moment. I think I've been hearing Krista Alkaline Doula has been talking a lot about parasites right now. She has a parasite cleanse. Great options for parasites is black walnut,
Mm.
clove,
Mm.
wormwood, yellow dock. That
Mm.
is some major combination to rid parasites of the body. So
Mm.
if your concern is a parasite, make sure you have those 4 herbs that you're consuming on a daily basis. It's going to be really, really nasty and really, really bitter, but it does help with parasites.
Mm.
So that is definitely a good observation. Danetta say, I'm cleaning everything, my house, myself. That's
Give
right.
thanks. Give thanks.
Clean it up. Look, the things that's aligned for you can't come to you if you already have filled the space.
Mm-hmm.
If the room is full, then what else can go inside?
Mm-hmm.
So in week 1, you have to clear the space so that everything that's aligned for you have room to enter into where you are and where you're going to be at during this time. I
Absolutely.
heard that papaya seeds are also good for parasites. I never used that methodology.
Mm.
And I actually have a papaya that I'm going on my smoothies, but I can't really speak on that. But I have been hearing that since the beginning of time, since we started that. We've even challenged it sometimes. So I never tried it. So I'm just going to be very honest about that. All right. So let's see. Very helpful. Thank you so much for Danetta for being here, for participating, and for making this live moment go very well.
Yeah. Auntie, are they taking any baths while they're doing this?
Let's talk
You know,
about that.
okay. So, while you're cleansing, what may help also is for you to do a spiritual bath once a week, right? And I would offer, because you are cleansing, that you do some love baths, right? Or some sweet baths. I have a honey bath that I use that I'll post in the group that a sister friend of mine does. It's amazing. I just did it for a month. I did it every Sunday for the month of December, just to call in more sweetness in my life. And so baths are usually simple. You know, you can use Epsom salt, you can use rose essential oil, things of that nature, just to help you, you know. And typically, when you do a bath, what I like to do is I take the bath and I kind of go into silence. I might journal, I might do it at night before I go to bed. It depends. I usually will have washed my sheets, of course. Sometimes if I have white sheets, I'll put white sheets on my bed. I usually wear white after my bath. I'll find something, just comfortable white leggings and a white t-shirt to wear around the house if I do it in the morning. But if I do it at night, I'll sleep in a white, I'll sleep in something white. So it's just to help as you clear out, that you also bring some love and a deeper cleansing with the process. So, and I'll post some information in the chat, in the group,
Okay.
about that.
Great. Thank you so much. And I'm glad you mentioned the white sheets.
Mm-hmm.
I did recommend, I made a post about it. I repost in the group as well about wearing white socks during the fast. Our other mother in the group recommended that we wear white socks during our branding session. So I have been wearing, I won't even put on any type of color socks. They have been all white socks. So I recommend you guys go get white socks. If you have to, if you don't wear socks, okay, that's fine. But if you have to put on a pair of socks, make sure that your socks are white to also bring that balance, that clearance, and bring in that clearing spirit into your environment through the feet. All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Our next guest will be coming to us on Saturday at 11 a.m., January the 4th. I'm going to bring her video up so that way we can see her as we close out. I guys, set your calendars. January 4th, 11 a.m. will be our next guest. It will be the next opportunity for you to win some of the awesome giveaways that we're going to have in the group. Again, if you want to advertise on these lives, just send me an email at auntie11@gmail.com or DM for all of us to participate, keep our own economy going with veganism. Just how they have broken into this veganism world, and the big people kind of took over with all the processed stuff and things of that nature. We need to do the same thing before ourselves. But anything that we need in life, we have to be able to create it. If you're looking for something and you can't find it, and you have the thought, that because you are the creator of it. And you're here because you have the group of individuals and the collaboration of individuals to help you put it into action. And towards the end of this fast, that's exactly what we're going to do. So thank you so much, Mother Kimasa. Any last words?
No, well, thank you just for the opportunity. If you are called to have some individual time with me, there is a link and you can schedule some time for the month of January. I'm doing an hour session with me, and we can do it on a sliding scale, right? We're going to start off there because I don't want to, let me not say what I don't want. I want to allow those spirits who need support to be able to get support without money being something that hinders them. So we can work on a sliding scale for the month of January to get you moving through the fast if you need some time. Okay. So I just thank you and appreciate the opportunity to use my gifts and share my gifts. And I'm so proud to witness my baby, because she my baby. We almost the same age, but she's still my baby. See my baby do her thing. So,
That's
yeah,
right.
so
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much. Thank you so much. Someone did ask where the website. The website was just on here, and you can definitely back up. Someone also asked what was the time zone. The time zone is Eastern time zone. January 4th, 11 a.m. is the next live, and I'm going to bring her up as we close out. Thank you, guys. I'm going to count the comments in just a few seconds, and when I count the comments, I'm going to DM and reach out to the winner, or even put something for the winner on the screen and send you out your code to shop with Shanshay for the $50 gift card at the plant-based cell food base site.
Your body is full of toxins, then guess what? How can you hear God? How can you tap into those manifestation abilities?
I am Jasiri, and I love the class. I think that this is how you start to heal the nation through your foods.
I really loved the class today. I learned a lot. It was very informative, very great information.
Oh no, the class was extraordinary.
Having this class, having this information, it just brings everything together. I'm currently fasting from meat right now, and then to hear her say, like, you can't go back to meat after, it's like, damn, I'm gonna be vegan then. So just to be here, it's like a catalyst.
change this gut and all this eating I'm doing.
Her teaching style is excellent. It's relatable, and I love the fact that she was able to go through the journey herself and through the process herself.
She's amazing. She has a glow.
When your body is full of toxins, then guess what? How can you hear God? How can you tap into those manifestation abilities?
I am Jasiri, and I love the class. I think that this is how you start to heal the nation through your foods.
I really loved the class today. I learned a lot. It was very informative, very great information.
Oh no, the class was extraordinary.
Having this class, having this information, it just brings everything together. I'm currently fasting from meat right now, and then to hear her say, like, you can't go back to meat after, it's like, damn, I'm gonna be vegan then. So just to be here, it's like a catalyst.
I'm gonna change this gut and all this eating I'm doing.
Her teaching style is excellent. It's relatable.
Yes, so join us Saturday, January 4th at 11 a.m. with Jalita. She's going to bring some of that awesome teaching right here in the group and inspire us as we go through this fast. Enjoy your day. Happy New Year. And we'll see you guys throughout the fast. Thank you so much, Mother Kimasa.
Thank you.